It's coffee time, if I can pick it up. I'm currently in the den, aka the poker room, aka the room with these sick billiard chairs. I was asking my mom, I was like, where can I record that's actually going to be bright? Because I can't keep just like sitting with my face pressed right up against lamps, being like, hey, let's talk about stuff. Turns out, the den is very bright, so it works out. And right now they're, I don't know if you can see them, they're like through those doors, watching Boons. We were watching Almost Human. I've never seen that show before until now. It's like I feel like I need to watch other episodes of it, because it's just like the middle of a rando episode, and I was like, oh, I've never watched this show. There are like robots involved? I don't know. But, okay, I have so many stories. I was so sad because earlier I started this video and then my phone was like, you know what, I'm kind of done, and just died. I was like, no! So now, we can actually talk, but it's okay because the first time that I did it, I wasn't in this room, right? So we got to like fix some stuff. Okay, so let's, hold on. Hold on, guys. I needed to roll up my sleeves. Anyway, okay, so last night I told you guys that I went to a show, right? So it was a show with, oh no, I'm gonna forget their names and then my mom is gonna disown me. It was like 3 dudes who were really popular in the 50s and 60s as singers. Like they were young at the time and now they're in their 70s. And one of them, okay, it was Ricky Avalon, Fabian, and Bobby Rydell. That sounds right. Let's go with that. So it was like the 3 of them and they all, you know, sang a number together at the beginning and then they each took turns coming out and singing their hits and all that. And I had never heard of any of them. I recognized very few of the songs, but they had a section in there where they were singing Everly Brothers songs and I love the Everly Brothers and I was like, oh, I know all these songs. I know all of this. This is so exciting. But then they went back to songs that I don't know. The best part was probably that Ricky Avalon totally looks like William Shatner. At least to me, from afar. I was like, he looks like William Shatner, and he kind of sounded like him when he was talking. So I just pretended the whole time that it was William Shatner crooning at everybody. But there were 2 people that I have to tell you guys about because they were cracking me up. As somebody who didn't know most of the songs, so I wasn't like, you know, singing along. I was engaged, but I wasn't as invested, right? So I got to just enjoy the rando people that were involved. First lady was, okay, so when Fabian was up there, he was the second one to go up there. And there was a song he sang and he asked everybody who knew how to do the twist to come up on stage. And by the way, most of them were not doing the twist. And my mom and I were like, what is this? It was so funny. It was just like ladies just like, uh-huh. Yeah, we were like, that's not the twist, this is amazing. But there were just a bunch of women up there, right? So when they're walking down to get off of the stage, there's this one lady who hugged him and like wouldn't let go, and he was like, all right, yeah, it was great, thank you so much. And she grabs the microphone and goes, Fabian, I saw you 30 years ago with my daughter, and my daughter is now 31, and I get to see you again, and it's just amazing. And he's like, oh, that's great, thank you so much. And she goes, no, you don't understand. And she like repeated the whole thing, and my mom and I were like, well, what is this woman doing? The best part is that she wasn't done. She like left the stage, and we were like, oh, that was funny. And then when Ricky Avalon was out there, he was doing, you know, his presentational thing. He was like, I'm gonna come out into the audience and like let you all touch my face and whatnot. This lady, oh, yeah?
Frankie Avalon.
Frankie Avalon. I knew that she would correct me if I was wrong about a name because she can hear me. So when Frankie Avalon was out there like doing his thing, this lady, like got up to hug him. And we were like, oh my gosh, it's the same lady. She got up to hug him, took the microphone from him, was like, I love you. I think you're just amazing. And he was like, oh, well, thank you. She just wanted that microphone so bad. It was so good. I was like, it's the same woman. It's the same woman again. So she was lady number 1. Actually, she was the only lady. We'll call the other dude lady number 2. Why? Why not? So there was a dude sitting next to me. And the entire time that we were watching this show, he was rocking out. He was so excited to be there. Both of his legs were like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And he was like drumming on his legs. And every time they announced a song, he would very loudly, at least to me, because I was right next to him, be like, oh, this is a good song. Oh, I'm so excited for this song. I was like, it's amazing. My mom like leaned over and was like, are you getting motion sick? Because we can switch if he is, because all of the chairs are connected. So I could feel everything. Like, all of us could feel him just shaking the entire row, and his wife or girlfriend or whoever was there with him would like gently put her hand on his legs and be like, okay, honey, okay, stop. And he sometimes would just ignore her and be like, no, I'm feeling this. You don't understand. Just like, what is that? So, you know, as somebody who didn't know the songs, but still had a good time, I got to really enjoy the people around me, and they were constantly making, like, old people jokes. I was like, I don't know, I can get these jokes. At one point, I think it was Fabian, said, look, any of you out there who did not live through the 50s and 60s, this is going to be a history lesson. And it totally was. So I feel like I learned a lot. And I won some money. I never go to casinos. And, you know, spent a little bit. You got to give yourself a limit. Spent a little bit, made $100. I was jazzed, cashed out. I had a friend that she and I, very rarely, we would treat ourselves to casino buffet, because there was a casino that was like kind of near-ish our college, and so we'd go there and we'd get this amazing buffet, and then we'd play like slot machines for a few minutes, and she would just blow all her money, and I was like, stop, cash out, why are you doing that? I don't understand. I'll never understand that. The second that I like make a bunch of money, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I made so much money. Cashing out. But anyway, so then we got home and I made that video thanking everybody. And then today was pretty chill. My mom and I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and wound up getting a bunch of things that we didn't intend on getting, of course. But like the guest bathroom is completely bare in there. My mom really loves to decorate, and so do I. And so, what? What are you laughing about? You giggling at me?
I got like cramp in my back.
They can totally hear me, and I can hear them, so. My dad's just like laying on the floor giggling. Anyway, so so we went to Bed Bath & Beyond and we saw these little ceramic seahorses, and my mom was like, I want those for the bathroom. So we grabbed those, and we were like, maybe we can find some matching towels. But first we saw this little thing in the exact same colors as the seahorses, so we were jazzed. We saw this thing that said, wash your hands! We're like, that could go in a bathroom. They're the same color. Let's do that. So we got those, and then, for any of you who have been to Bed Bath & Beyond, there's just like, you know, a universe of towels in all different colors. So we went over there and we were like holding towels up against all of them, being like, should we go for an accent color? Or maybe we should go for like the darker blue. Like just holding all these colors up against it. And then wound up just, you know, buying a whole bunch of stuff to decorate the bathroom. So I'm probably going to help my mom with that tomorrow morning. But then we went over to my aunt and uncle's house. They have a beautiful house, like gorgeous house, like 15 minutes away. So we drove over there, and they have a nice pool and everything. And we just hung out there all night. And it was awesome. Oh my gosh. We made rosemary chicken, like slow cooked the rosemary chicken. Oh, so good. My dad and I were both just like, oh, it's delicious. I'm so happy. I feel like there was a story from over there that I wanted to tell, and I can't remember it now. But that's okay. Overall, had a fantastic time. So tomorrow morning I'm leaving and coming back and making news and Q&A. Sorry again that those are late. But I had a great time. I had a great time seeing everybody. And I'm gonna get back on track. Go home and work a bunch. This has been relaxing though. Hanging out with my parents. I love my parents. They're awesome. They're awesome. They're like the best to me. Dude. So many of you said that my dad looks like Bilbo. He totally does. My dad's Bilbo. It's awesome. Dad's a super Bilbo. He's everybody's gonna watch this and be like, what does that mean? And be like, Anywho, I'm gonna go, but I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.